Hello everyone and welcome to our weather updates on the 2nd of July 2025. So, starting off with, as ever, our imagery from satellite imagery on wind.com. You can see that we're now in quite a clear air mass. There's a fly around me, go away. Really clear air mass right now behind this cold front that's now over parts of France, towards the Low Countries, up towards Scandinavia. And that is pushing eastwards against a big heat wave currently over Central Europe. But we're on the western side of the front. That means it's cool here compared to there at least. And today we had a few showers around the country. Some quite heavy, especially in the north. And there were some storms around, especially in parts of Ulster earlier, around about 1 or 2 p.m. say. Then up west we have some more cloud pushing in. That will mainly push in towards the western north tonight and tomorrow morning. And even that tomorrow will break up so that all areas see, again, a day of sunshine and showers. Radar shows it quite nicely. Still showery in North Scotland and in parts of Ireland as well. But huge storms currently blowing up on like cold fronts. Really big clusters are currently heading into northern Germany and into parts of southern Denmark as well, and Sweden. Huge cluster there that's going all the way down to France. Few storms in Spain, but that's just caused by the heat, really, not really cold fronts. Here is the UK forecast for the precipitated clouds. So you can see here, this evening it's clearing up, but as I said, that cloud will readily spill into the west, but it doesn't really go that far eastwards over the country. So by 5 a.m, the east and south are still clear, but even in the Midland counties, it will cloud over. But that cloud should be quite high based at times, especially in the southeast Midlands there. Into the morning, the cloud does come in for a time, but there's holes in it. It's not a wall of cloud like that. It will break up as it moves in, and there'll be a lot of high base cloud in that as well. And by afternoon, we have sunshine and showers in many parts of the country. Overall, a bit cloudier than today, but still some decent sunshine. Going into the evening tomorrow, we'll see a warm front skirting north of Ulster, so a bit of patchy light rain on the far north coast, but otherwise it's dry in most areas. Bit hazy in the north, but in the south it's clear. Starting Friday morning, it goes hazy in all areas, and the breeze will freshen as a cold front descends from the northwest. As it does so, it will fragment and fizzle. So by evening, as it reaches the southeast, it's no more than some patchy drizzle. Saturday, we're into a warm and quite humid westerly flow, with sunshine forming in the east, and showers will pepper the west coast. On Saturday, cloud bases will be quite low. And the sunshine in the east, it should feel quite warm as well. Into Sunday morning. Sunday morning starts off quite cloudy and showery. Through the day, the cloud should break up, and into Monday itself, we're showery again and cooler as well with a northwesterly wind. Looking at our temperatures, then we can see that this evening is about average, about 15 to 17 degrees. That's 15 to 17 Celsius at 8 p.m. Again, add on 1 hour to the time you see there. Into the overnight periods, it does get quite chilly in parts of the east and south, as the clear skies do hold on there, with temperatures below 10 degrees, but elsewhere, temperatures holding up, say 10 to 14 Celsius. That's warmest in West Connaughts. Into tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, we see temperatures rising, especially in the south and east, with the most sunshine. So highs there of around 18 to 20 Celsius. In the north of the line from Galway to Dublin, you're around 17 to 15 Celsius. Your Thursday evening, Friday morning, a less chilly night with more clouds and a freshening breeze. Friday itself, higher temperatures of around 15 to 17 Celsius, or 18 Celsius for a time in the southeast. A bit cooler definitely because of the cloud and rain. Into tomorrow evening, into Saturday, we can see quite a mild night and humid as well. I'll show you also the humidity for the weekends. It'll be quite humid, so combined with those temperatures, not so great for sleeping. Saturday itself, quite warm in the east in sunshine. So highs from Cork through to Wicklow of like 21 degrees. Elsewhere in the east country, you're 17 to 20 Celsius. In the west, you're about 15 to 17 Celsius. West obviously the cloudiest, the windiest, and the wettest, and the east is sunniest, the brightest. And driest. Sunday, highs in general of 16 to 20 Celsius, warmest in the south. And Monday morning, about average temperatures. Even Monday afternoon, despite that more northerly flow to the winds, you're still in the high teens. Humidity charts then. So yesterday, as I said, this is relative humidity. So it's the amount of moisture that the air contains relative to its point of saturation. And if it exceeds point of saturation, that's when fog forms. Actually, I had not said yesterday, I had not mentioned fog at all, but that might have made things more simple. Yes, so as you can see, and yeah, as I said, yesterday I also said that temperatures, humidity at night will rise because despite a change in temperature, the moisture of the air stays the same, so therefore it gets a lower point of saturation, but the amount of moisture, but the amount of carried moisture stays the same. Been up, guys, since 4:45 a.m. and it's now 7:16 p.m. So it's been a long day. It's been a fun day, but a long day. So I'm tired out. But I hope that was clear to you guys what I just said. Yeah. So as you can see, temperatures, humidity. If those were temperatures, we'd be dead. Temperatures will, oh, for fuck's sake, humidity will rise overnight, as you'd expect, as temperatures lower, and into Thursday, some high humidity going towards the west and northwest because of more onshore wind and more cloud cover. But in general, humidity isn't too high. At least on Friday, and that is when we do see some humid air pushing in from the west. Some very high levels there off the coast of the north. So possibly some misty conditions there. Also into the evening, we see extensive humidities of like 80 to 100%. So Friday night will be humid and quite warm. So open the windows and I'll come and rub your houses. That's my job, guys, to rub your houses. And some fog will be present in parts of the west and southwest, especially over hills. Into Saturday. Saturday, we will be seeing quite humid in the west, so quite misty there. But in the east, as temperatures rise, it will lower. But still, that is more humid than a normal Irish day, put it that way. So that will feel warm in the sunshine. And into Sunday, humidity levels do decrease as the wind goes more northerly. So here's the GFS 12 Z run. We can see here that tomorrow, as I mentioned before, despite the high ridging in, we will see some quite chilly upper air temperatures combined with so temperatures in the upper atmosphere of around 3 or 4 Celsius. On the surface in the high teens, so about a 15 Celsius temperature difference there. So about a 15 Celsius temperature difference. That will create showers. Beyond that, we see this deep low coming in, bringing a lot of cloud and showers to the weekends. Getting cooler by Monday, possibly. But the UKV showed it quite warm. Beyond that, we see a weak ridge from the southwest. It brings a few days of nice weather, but let's look at the cloud cover. I'd take my words back. It stays cloudy and a bit damp. We're in Ireland. What do you expect? July. Time is flying by like there's no tomorrow. It's July. I actually can't believe it's July. Mid-July goes and settles, and beyond that, it just stays and settles and hopeless. Here's the ECM midnight run. Again, tomorrow showery. Friday is going to be blustery and cloudy with some patchy drizzle. Saturday is going to be the same story, but quite warm and humid. Sunday's a bit cooler and showery. So is Monday. Tuesday, drier for a time, but cool as well. Wednesday, brief ridge as a week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We do see some ridging, but I don't think it's far enough north to really influence us. And either way, back to westerly winds next Saturday. The 12th I've run so far is only up to next Sunday, so let's see how it shows there. Yeah, just looks showery. Here's the UK Met run. UK Met, showery tomorrow, followed on Friday by gusty winds and areas of rain. Saturday is gusty and cloudy in the west and showery. In the east, a bit fairer, some sunshine and warm and humid as well. Sunday is showery, so is Monday. Tuesday is briefly drier and brighter. The ridge is that bit stronger on the UK Met run. GEM, just like this. Showery tomorrow, gusty winter Friday, and rain. Weekend looks blustery and unsettles in many areas of the country. Quite messy weekends. Next week looks a bit drier for a time. Cloud cover, not too bad. Precipitation a bit damp in the west, but overall not too bad compared to the weekends. In the west though, you're at mercy. Now, GEM has always been bullish about this sort of pattern where the Azores side ridges in, brings a hot spell. So, GEM, pitch of salt. Here's the icon run. The icon looks like this. We know the story. Actually, Friday looks like gusty. I'm not going to look at that as well. Because it's summer, so any sort of loose structures like tents and so on, watch them in that wind on Friday. Looks showery in the weekends, and then beyond that, briefly dry for a time next week, but I'm not sure how nice it will be. For the south, I think that will bring some nice weather, but for the north, I think that will stay quite cloudy and damp. As ever. Here's the arpege run. Tomorrow showery, followed on Friday by a blustery day, wet day as well, quite gloomy. Saturday is quite similar, bright in the east, so is Sunday. Monday is brighter and showery. Tuesday, maybe so that ridge is what we're watching, but in general, there's a lot of energy to our northwest. You know, that could easily jeopardise things. Right, with that out of the way, I was going to do something. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, we've been on the periphery of this heat wave for a week. From when it broke for us around June 22nd-ish to the end of the month, we've been on the edge of the heat wave. The UK has seen several days in a row of temperatures in this area that I'm enclosing with the mouse here of above 30 Celsius, right? So I just want to look at this because it's quite interesting, just to end the video. Here is the CET for... Oh, no. We'll leave the July alone for now. It's only the first day, but that's absolutely ridiculous. It was humble. But the focus is June. June had a 17 Celsius CET this year, 2025. And that is after quite a cool first half of the month, I think, followed by an excessively hot, a consistently hot and sunny second half of the month, and several nights where temperatures didn't go below 20 degrees, tropical nights, very hot second half of the month, right? This by the way is measured somewhere in central England. Mean of both daytime and nighttime temperatures in the month. But if we hit 2023, now you might remember that June of that year was hot from start to finish. It ended about possibly a few days before the end of the month, but still, that was hot, pretty much straight through, and that had the same CET as this June. What I'm telling you is that heat wave, that 2 week long heat wave that they experienced there was relentless. It was merciless. It was on. If that amount of heat, put this way, shorter heat wave, but same CET. So that heat was intense. If any of you are watching from the UK, let me know how it was. Because I'm aware that in Ireland, for the last week of June, we did miss out. Everyone, thanks for watching. I will see you at some point. Bye for now.